Describe in detail your upbringing as being a person of color.
Well, growing up, I honestly, I don't think that I had so much issue because I'm a fair-skinned individual, but I can say that it was more difficult from perspective of people asking me like, "What are you?" You know, that's a question that I got a lot growing up is, "What are you?" You know, because I have, like I said, the fair skin. You know, I have features of a person that could be mixed, a person that looks Hispanic. You know, it was different things, Armenian, Middle Eastern stuff. So I mean, I kind of got it from that end. I didn't really get it more so from the perspective of the darker skin complexion, which I think in society right now that's the problem that's going on. It's the darker skin complexion that is really making people afraid.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, exactly. And for the record, the question that everyone wants to know, what are you?
Yeah, well, I'm a little more into detail when I explain myself to people. So I would say I'm American, but if you really ask me what my background is and my culture is a Colombian culture. My mom and dad are both from Colombia, with my mom being more European white and my father being more brown and African. So getting more of the brown and black side, I didn't see much, like I said, but
Okay, good. Do some of your classmates treat you different because of this color of your skin?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, how do they treat you different?
They treat me by making fun of me.
Oh, they make fun of you. How do they make fun of you?
They tell me that my color's ugly.
Okay. And how does that make you feel?
Sad?
Sad, yeah. Why does that make you feel sad? Why does it make you feel sad?
Because they said that to me.
They said. What do you say to them when they say things to you like that?
Walk away.
You walk away? Oh, okay. That's good. Are you multiracial?
Yes.
Okay. Can you explain what your experience was growing up?
I think because I'm multiracial, it was either like mostly kids would think that you're like one or the other. So my mom and dad, they look Latin, but I was like the darker one in the family, so I wasn't sure really what it was. So I had a lot of kids like a lot of the time like either tell me like, no, you're black, or you're Mexican. I never got like you're white, but it was just kind of like, no, you're this, you're that. So I have to explain to them like, no, I'm multiple races. I'm mixed, so it was kind of challenging because there's like that dichotomy of like you only fit in one or the other, and they didn't really understand that there could be multiple boxes that I fit in.
Good. Okay. Do you believe in white privilege? If so, why?
Yes, I do. Okay, well, white culture is like the dominant culture. So when you are white, you have certain things that you don't really need to like explain. You're automatically just accepted. So there are certain things like just with anything, like also white people, like if you go into like a certain space, like me being black, I identify mostly as black. Me going into certain spaces that are predominantly white, I automatically get like the side eye or things like that. Also, like maybe if I'm going to like, I don't know, say like Sephora or something, I'll be like watched a little bit more than say like a white girl or something. Like I've been with my friend who's white, like her white, and like they've not been looked at a certain way or something because they're white. It's just our society was based on that, on white people being the dominant, race. So it definitely still is prominent.
Yeah. Okay, good. And last question. Why do you think there is such a demand for liquor stores in, say, your lower class communities, but if, you go to a higher class, it's called, like, you have your Bevmo or your spirit store?
Okay, you're saying why are there more liquor stores?
Yeah, like why is there more, like if you go to Compton or like, it's liquor store, like liquor store, like, you know, they have like the cells on the thing, but like, you know, say you go right down the street in Encino, it's a Bevmo.
I
and
think that's just like the name. If you think of like, because if you're looking at Compton, it's predominantly minorities. So you're looking at like the Latinx communities, or black people there, you know, any minorities. But if you're going to like Encino or like Studio City, or I live in Sherman Oaks, it's predominantly white. So or people who are like white passing. So I think it's just kind of that what you want to have. You know, if you have a liquor store, you see it and you might think like, oh, it's kind of run down, doesn't have that like the look that a Spirit or a Bevmo has, you know. Also, I would think that the liquor would be cheaper. You know, I just went into Bevmo the other day, and it's like so nice and so much there. So I do think that it's just because, you know, the look of it, and they want these communities to have this really like nice looking thing.